Hello everybody and welcome back to Golden Sun. We are back in Lemuria once again. I'm Chocolate Milk and joining me would be...
the man who will trip over all of his words, Bass6286.
in the mountains of dialogue that we are about to subject ourselves to. So last time Pierre's couldn't take the hint and it took him a while to figure out that his mom is kind of dead. So he's out mourning, doing his thing, and we've been sent to talk to Lunpa. So we're going to do that, but first we are going to come down here, which is going to allow us to get a couple, or not a couple, one more piece of treasure.
Hooray!
Which is the one that I was missing. You can also talk to the cows, or you can talk to any of the animals, but all they pretty much say is how lazy the humans are. They're like, humans are so lazy, and they have no hope for the world, and blah 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 blah.
And depressing.
Pretty much. So Lunpa lives on the rightmost part of town here.
Are you kids, peers, traveling companions?
He looks like Waluigi.
Wah! The door's broken, I'm afraid. But I opened up a window just above the door. Oh, thanks. Sorry about this, but you'll have to climb through there.
Well, it's a good thing I've got the psi energy for it.
Yeah, right? What if we didn't? Sorry, I don't know how to use this rope.
We'd all have to, like, stack on top of each other. I don't know, and, like, pull each other up or something. Alright, so, here's Lunpa.
Honestly, I'm amazed that anyone can travel so far across the world in this age.
It's because we're awesome.
Pretty much. Say, Pierre's isn't with you. Why not?
His mother passed away. He's gone to visit her grave.
Of course, his mother. He loved her dearly. A terrible loss. It must be hard on him.
Loved her so much.
Must be a hard on him.
Gross. Didn't even.
That's what I almost said.
I know.
Sorry. Well, Pierre's may not be here, but we still have much to discuss. If Pierre's brought you, you must be working to break the seal on alchemy, right? Ah, Pierre's has done quite well in finding you.
Well, we kind of found him, but...
I was gonna say. What mission could the good King Hydros have assigned to Pierre's? What? Pierre's has told you nothing of his mission?
No, he hasn't, honestly.
Jerk face. Really?
Yes, really. Why is it so hard to believe?
So you actually have nothing at all to do with alchemy? Well...
Our parents were kidnapped by the Fire Clan far to the north. We are only firing the lighthouse beacons to gain their freedom.
King Hydros told me that Venus and Mercury have been ignited once again. Was that your doing?
Indeed.
I'm afraid I know nothing of any northern fire clan. Everything was fine until the Fire Nation attacked! Dun dun. But that doesn't explain you, sir. You're clearly not related to these two. What are your goals? Well, you know, little of this and a little of that.
Creighton joined us on this quest on behalf of Lord Booby of Tolby.
Booby?
That guy?
Ah! I only know of one man named Booby, but it couldn't. Well, I hope there's not more people.
I was gonna say, I hope there's only one man by that name.
Master Lunpa, the Booby we speak of is the same man you knew long ago. Ah, so he's still out there, living in the outside world?
Well, about that.
Well, that might not be the most accurate way of putting it. Most accurate? My, you certainly have an odd way of turning a phrase. He was living, yes, until recently, that is. So, Booby passed away, but only recently, you say?
That rhymed.
Yeah, I was gonna say, now I'm rhyming. When he finally ran out of his mystic draughts, his spirit began to wane.
His drugs.
Yeah, then I no longer know anyone in the world outside.
But aren't you Lunpa, the righteous thief?
I was called that once, long, long ago. Why'd you ask?
I'll bet there's at least one person in the outside world whom you still know.
Who would that be?
There's a town called Lunpa in northern Angara. A man named Donpa lives there.
I settled that village, and Donpa, he is my son.
How could you forget that?
You're right. Oh yeah, I have a son. Now your grandson, Donpa, rules over your village.
With their stupid names.
Rules? Rules is an ill-sounding word.
But it's an accurate one, Lunpa. Donpa is an evil thief who has caused much trouble in Angara.
What has become of my son? How could he permit such a thing to happen? Master Lunpa, don't you have any idea how old Donpa is?
He probably wouldn't have an idea, actually.
Yeah. He is as I am, an old man. He may be older even than I. Impossible!
If this news outrages you, why don't you go and set to Donpa straight?
If only I could.
Is this the only reason we're here, to bring news of the outside world? Well, not really, but I guess we're a good vessel for it.
Yes, I am sorry we were sidetracked. We have much more to discuss. But before we begin, there's one thing I must say.
We haven't begun our discussion yet? Okay.
You don't mind, do you, Felix?
Nah, go for it.
Fine. I knew you'd agree. I have discussed this with none but Felix, but I have my own reasons for this quest.
Ah, so he's gonna tell us, because he wouldn't tell us earlier. What do you mean?
Only that I have my own reasons for wanting to see the beacons lit again.
Are you gonna tell us?
Yeah, could you explain?
Why are you telling us all of this now?
Because I feel this quest is deeply linked to Lemuria. No. I thought it odd that Lord Booby should order me to research alchemy.
Hey, wait a minute. Is this what you promised to tell us once we reach Lemuria?
Yes, may I continue?
Stop interrupting me.
Long ago, before alchemy's power was sealed, there were many civilizations as advanced and cultivated as Lemuria. At the moment that alchemy was sealed away, most of those civilizations began to wane, until eventually they vanished. I have formed certain theories now suggesting that this may be related to the seal on alchemy. That seems like something you would get a theory on like right away when you realize, oh, all these civilizations died when this thing happened.
Oh, dear. Let me get this straight. You felt you couldn't tell us this until we were in Lemuria? And you only wanted to come to Lemuria to test your theories and see if they were true. Huh. But even if everything you said is true, what does it all mean?
If your theories are correct, the world itself will wane and vanish, won't it, Kraden?
Even if you're not a master race like the Lemurians.
Heroes never spoke of this to you, did he?
I thought we've already been over this. He told us nothing.
Dang. Pay attention. If you came to this theory on your own, you are indeed a wise scholar. We would do well to trust you. What do you mean?
It's called a compliment, Kraden.
King Hydros and I, as well as others in Lemuria, hold the same beliefs that you do, Kraden. You do? I'm not alone!
People understand me!
Civilizations thrive by building upon the knowledge of the past. Knowledge gained in one generation should be taken even further by the next. Thus, knowledge and learning continue to grow. This is the natural course of civilization.
Yes, learning.
Yay, learning. But where is the world today? The great civilizations of old have all withered and vanished. We are all isolated and alone.
Yeah, I guess they're the only, like, master race left.
You have encountered many cultures in your travels. Are any of them capable of building the great sanctums and lighthouses you have seen?
I don't think so.
Probably not. No, they are not. But this is not the only sign of the decay you have theorized. I think it best that you hear the rest directly from His Majesty, King Hydros. Yes, Kraden, we shall go to visit the king.
Oh, finally.
Yeah. Ah, but King Hydros is in council with Lord Conservato. We may not be allowed in. Angry face. Conservato, that fool. He refuses to acknowledge what he can see with his own eyes. I will meet with the king and press over evidence upon Conservato. Come with me. Gah, stupid door. Ah, ninja kick!
He's going Super Saiyan!
Ah, at last we are open.
So he just vandalizes his own property.
Yeah. To the king's chambers, away!
Okay then. Lunpa ought to be as old as Lord Booby was, but he has so much energy. He's got a fire in him.
I do wish I could have heard more about Lord Booby, though. But come, Felix, to the king's palace we go.
More dialogue awaits us in the palace.
So much.
It's kind of interesting because it's all story stuff. I mean, everything kind of comes together. Like, you know, Pierre comes and gets you, but he doesn't really tell you why. It was kind of made out to believe that we were the ones helping him when really, you know, he wanted... Well, we were helping him, but he didn't really tell us that, you know, he actually needed us for something. So I think he's done his mourning, but he's not over at the grave, so we need to find him. And we need to head
where are you at?
We need to head to the king's chamber next, but it's gonna be more dialogue type stuff and politics and the council and yes, all those types of things. But it's a pretty nice looking palace, and it even has the awesome traditional palace music. So yeah, we'll have to explore more of the palace and talk to King Hydros himself in the next episode. So thanks for watching,
and we'll see you then.